David, now, first and foremost, welcome on our program.
Thank you very much for having us.
It was nice to do the dive with you last time. Cirkewwa, haven't been to Cirkewwa for quite some time because I normally avoid doing the shore dives because I like to do the boat dives because they are more comfortable, you don't have less walking. But Cirkewwa, even as a shore dive, it's easy. And no wonder it is the #1 dive site and it's the mecca of diving for the local, for the Maltese diving community. I'm sure there are plenty of reasons for this, Dave. What do you think?
It has everything. Starting on the surface, you have the easy parking for the diving. It's reserved for divers. You have the amenities like the toilets, easy access to the water, in and out of the water also. You have the snack man there. He's done an excellent job now, providing food for the divers on site.
And it's
everything.
It's such a hot weather.
Yes, it's hard work.
And the car park is the largest car park we have for divers.
Yes, at the moment, yes.
Yeah, I mean, Cirkewwa for sure is the #1 dive site because obviously it's easy to reach as well.
Yes, yes.
I mean, expense-wise, there is no expense because to go by boat, obviously, you always have an expense to go by boat. But when you go in, you you immediately come to a drop-off.
Beautiful.
And the first thing we did we went to see the anchor.
Yes.
Okay, and we had a lot of some people with us. What do the people say about Cirkewwa, about diving Cirkewwa?
Oh, they really enjoy it. I mean, it ticks every box for the diving community. It has everything. Not only the 2 wrecks, the anchor, the swim-throughs, the reefs. You know, it is everything. The dive we done heading towards the anchor, it normally attracts some nice life. You normally find some octopus on the bottom or marina. If you're really lucky, you might even find a small seahorse on there. Sometimes, you know, it's a beautiful spot.
And then we proceeded on Rozi.
Yes.
Cirkewwa, when you go to Cirkewwa, the abundance of fish life, it seems to be on Rozi. I mean, okay, there's P29, there's the reef, but on Rozi, I don't know, for some reason or another, the fish tends to stick to the wreck, especially to the mast, to the...
and very diver-friendly fish. I believe they've actually... They become diver friendly. Generations have grown up with the divers around the wreck now, and it's a natural habitat for fish to seek shelter for any predators coming in. So it attracts fish by itself. But with the added bonus of seeing the divers now, they get very friendly and they're very curious.
Do divers feed on the wreck? Do they take any food? Like for example, Santa Maria Caves.
Sometimes yes.
Yes.
You know, you might get the odd. Somebody's had something off the snack man, has a little bit left, he'll take it out and the fish will
They do?
Yes.
And I think that makes a difference.
The fish make very grateful.
Yes. I mean, have you dived this in winter, for example?
Yes.
And do you see the same amount of fish on Rozi as in summer, or?
Yes, predominantly the small bream. Yes, they are normally there all the time.
All year round.
All year round. Yes. Other things will move on and off. Sometimes you'll have marinas making a home inside the wreck, you know, then they perhaps move on. Very lucky, sometimes you might find lobsters inside, they'll make a little home inside it, but she's a beautiful wreck, sitting bolt upright and very proud of herself, been down there a lot of years now.
Yes, true. Leah, I'm sure you've done Rozi a few times now.
Yes.
I remember, Leah, going back 8 years now. And we were also at Cirkewwa. I remember there was Antonio, Anastasia, the instructor, and he took you on this. I thought it was a bubble maker thing, you know, bubble maker. Bubble maker is for children, right?
The
beginners, 8 years or 10 years, was it? And you were, I think, that age.
Yeah, I think I was 11, 10, 11.
Well, 10, 11, yeah, and you had a friend there with you. And since then you've...
a lot has changed.
Changed, yes.
Progressed.
Now you're no longer a bubble maker, but you are a diving instructor.
Yes, I am.
Okay, and I know your family, I know your grandfather, your grandmother, your mother, your father, your uncles.
Godmother, my uncle.
They're all divers.
Yes, they are.
So it would be silly to ask you, why did you take up diving? Because, you know, it runs in your family.
Yes.
But did they pressure you, say, listen, Leo, we are in this business, you have to continue this business. So,
no, they've never done that.
No?
From the beginning, they always said it was my choice if I wanted to do it, when I wanted to do it. I think I did it so early just because it was so easy to start, so it was the normal, you know, progression that I should follow. But the rest of my family, my cousins and my brother, they're not into diving.
No?
Yeah, I have two cousins who have never really tried
And you have a
it.
brother?
Yeah, I have a brother.
Older
yeah,
brother?
An older brother.
And he's not in diving?
And he's not particularly...
He dives?
He's done his first course, the beginner course.
But not to instructor
But
level?
no, he has no ambition to do so, I don't think so.
I mean, do you find some people, men for example, big men,
Oh.
and they come for a course and they say, okay, Leah, you are the instructor of this gentleman. I said, do they look at you and say, why, this young girl is teaching me? I mean, how can it be?
They definitely get a shock.
Yes.
But I don't think they realize how young I actually am until I tell them. I never tell them in the beginning.
No.
So I wait until they trust me and then I let it slip. And you can definitely see they have a bit of a shock on their face.
But it works.
It works, yeah. Done it a few times, definitely.
Okay. How long have you been now an instructor?
Nearly a year.
Nearly a year.
Nearly a year.
So you teach regularly now?
Well, I spent a few months in New Zealand
Okay.
before, and so I've worked this summer. Yeah, since about June. Yeah, working as an instructor.
That's nice. I mean, she had all the opportunities. I mean, the family in diving business, dive center. You just a flick of a finger and
Done.
done kind of thing. Whereas obviously other youngsters, it's not easy for them to do the course because it is a little bit expensive.
Yeah.
And if you're not, and the family, and if the family is not into diving, the parents could be a little bit scared. How should I say?
Hesitant.
Hesitant.
Yes, for sure. If it's unknown to someone, for sure. But you can be rest assured it's professional training I'll be getting.
From Rozi, we went up on the reef.
Yes, please.
There's a nice reef there that suits, for example, a diver who don't want to go more than 15, 18 meters. They can always stay on the reef there, do a 40-minute dive without actually going beyond the 15-meter mark.
It's covered with the panda grass. The panda grass is a breeding ground for the young fish. So you always see life on there. Night dives, day dives, any time, you'll always see life up there. It's beautiful.
Then we proceeded down. I really went down then again down the drop-off and had a shot at filmed the Madonna, the statue of the Madonna there. It's a landmark underwater.
Definitely.
I mean, people progress, say, oh, I've done a dive. Where have you been? I've seen the Madonna today. Okay. So you know the level.
It can be quite a shock if you don't tell them. You sort of swing them down and they turn and,
Yeah.
oh, that's what you say.
Yeah, but Madonna, then the anchor, it's another landmark, and progressing, you're progressing with your depth and Rozi, P29. Then we went on to Susie's pool. Now, Susie's pool, it was full of divers. I see more divers than fish on Susie's pool. But it's a very important training ground for diving. Everybody can. I mean, I'm sure you've done a lot of your training in
I
Susie's pool.
think most of it has been done there.
Even, I mean,
Yeah.
I remember.
So easy.
And then a diver starting his diving career goes to Cirkewwa, Susie's pool. I think he's hooked. Huh?
In the white weather condition, it's perfectly safe in it. It's obviously the depth is correct for any training you want to do. It's very good.
It's big enough.
Yes.
Big enough. And it steps down. It steps down. It's
The
4
entrance
meters.
next is very easy.
It
Yes.
steps down. And also you've got the services of photographer.
Adrian Sharp.
Adrian, he's
He'll
always
capture that moment underwater in perfect condition. Yes.
So you take the memory home.
Yes.
Very nice photographs over there as well. Anyway, I mean, Cirkewwa definitely the #1 dive site, and if there is, I believe, Dave, there is a place where we should, I think, start managing and protecting. I think it should be Cirkewwa from Malta, because it certainly has all the characteristics. It's an important destination for the diving community.
For sure, yes.
In the product of diving, Cirkewwa ranks high. And I think I think it would be the easiest of all the dive sites we have to manage. What do you think?
Yes, for its proximity where she is, yes, for sure. She's on that little peninsula, so you can, not exclusively just for divers, but you can improve the amenities of there and what have you. And you want the guys to go away, the divers to go away with the impression that, hey, it was put on for us. exclusively for us, but hey, the people here are doing something for us divers. You know, it's a little community. People like diving Cirkewwa because they're in amongst themselves.
Yes.
Like bikers, they like to meet up. Same with divers, you know, and talk about the place. So if they go away and talk in the community about the impression they have on the place, it can only be good.
And this is a place where you meet other divers. When I do the Cirkewwa dive, I spend 45 minutes in the water and maybe an hour talking to the divers. Because you meet a lot of divers coming up, and you know, and we are chatting and our topic is diving. So
They all see a fish that big.
Yeah, and they discuss what they've seen.
Yes,
Yeah,
of
discuss
course.
what they've seen. Anyway, I thank you very much. Thank you
you.
very much for coming here as well, and thank you, Dave, for having me on your with your other divers on this dive, and for you. You know, keep going. Maybe you become a national instructor.
Maybe.
And
See how it
start
goes.
our course director.
Ooh, no pressure.
Thank you very much.